Hey guys, and welcome to my review for Digimon Adventures Tri, Part 1 Reunion. Okay, so thanks to Crunchyroll.com, and thanks for my ways of getting this, I can still watch it on Crunchyroll. They uploaded the first part of the 6-part film series Reunion in a 4-episodic format, so it's split into 4 episodes of Digimon Adventure Tri. So there's mystery. There is some mystery involved. For starters, for some of the people that are hoping that Digimon Adventure 2 is retconned, get out. They have completely kept that into continuity with it. During the first 5 minutes of the opening, we see Davis, Cody, Yoli. I'm going by the English names because they're easier to remember for me, because it's easier for me to remember them, and for most of you are dub fans of Digimon. But at the same time, I can't remember Cody's Japanese name. Davis, Cody, Yoli, and Ken fighting Alphamon by the looks of things in the digital world. It pretty much jumps between Ty's room and them fighting, so it's a mixture of that. And then we see Ty riding his bike with the Tri version of Butterfly theme kicking in and starting to play. Then this Kawagamon started to show up, pixelated, distorted pixels, and showed up, and then started reaching havoc, damage. Tai sees the aftermath without Agumon. He sees the aftermath of what could happen of what Digimon can do. As a grown into an adulthood, he's starting to think, is what they're doing right? Is using their Digimon right to fight the other Digimon to stop them, but they're causing damage and could hurt people. He's now thinking like that, and that's kind of weird because that ain't Tai. That's more weird. But also, at the same time, it literally did build up. It was much more like 4 episodes of an anime that is. It's a build up. It's build up to what's to come. The adventure, the everything, it's there. Everything's there. The build up is there. Mimi comes back to Japan and pretty much started school as well with Koshiro. If you don't know who Koshiro is, he's Izzy. So with the Adventure 1 cast, I'll be going by their Japanese names. Defense team or agency knows about the Digimon, about the chosen children, and everything thanks to Genai. Or Genai. Yeah, Genai. And the glimpse of Genai we see wasn't the old man version of Genai, it's the younger version we've seen in Adventure 2. So that even confirms 02 ain't being retconned. And then we see the first major battle in the Henebe airport, and the Digivolution sequence was amazing. Hints of the original were there with the screen. If you watched it, you'll see there the hint of it was the screen projecting like the English name, the Japanese name, and everything there on their screen. But then it goes into this like Digified world area where they go into an egg and they grow and change within that egg, and then they burst out into their champion forms or adult forms, and it was beautifully rendered. It was beautifully done, and it was amazing. Everybody that Greymon was having trouble back at the like street estate went beforehand because that's where they were first, and then they jumped through like a digiportal and went through that to then go into and landed into the airport. And then everybody else came because this agency picked them up and took them there. And all of them Digivolved. And what even more confirmed, for a lot of people that were hoping Adventure 2 was retconned, what even more confirmed this is that TK and Kairi have their 02 Digivolves. Definitely when Patamon Digivolves into Angemon, instead of having his Adventure 1 Digivice that the others have, his one was his Digi2 D3 Digivice with green on it. So his was the Adventure 2 Digivice. So they have kept that TK and Kairi have different Digivices now to the other 6 members. So they kept that. But everything, but a lot of but this was worth the wait. It was really, really fun to watch. I was glued to it because not the fact that it was Digimon Adventure and I grew up with that along with Pokemon. I loved both, but it's the fact that this was build up to a mystery that is going to get solved with parts 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, because there's a lot of mystery. One, the fact that Daisuke, Ken, Yoli and Cody were not mentioned during part 1 because there was more fact this is for us to get used to the concept of what's happening and what's going on with area. Joe was really felt like being someone. He was more focused on wanting to get his grades up, because he's in his last year of school. He was mainly focusing on that, when I felt kind of weird when that was. Because Gomamon was with him and everything, but it's like he hasn't taken part of it, so I'm more curious what's going through his head than anything else, because if the epilogue's not going to change, if the epilogue's going to be staying, that means the 6-part film series is building up to something. It's meant to lead them into their career paths and the help with their Digimon to end up having a world where Digimon and humans coexist. So this film series is meant to be also filling in that gap of what happened. So Joe becoming a doctor for Digimon in the digital world, Tai becoming a businessman and consultant between the digital world and the real world. So that's really is interesting, unless they're retconning the ending of that, but keeping what happened in Adventure 2 canon, but retconning the epilogue. There's still that possibility. But other than that, this was not just the hype, and this was building up to something big, and it lived up. It had me hooked. The animation was beautifully done. The Digifights were done, and the Digivolutions were done. End credits and opening credits were awesome. But just the last episode, or the last 24 minutes of the film, was epic. We see the first battle between Alphamon and Omegamon. But there was a bit of a argument and fight between Tai and Matt during this whole film because of what Tai saw while Quagamon was attacking. And he was definitely attacking Tai, because he was just attacking in general. He was just doing destructivity and everything. And he saw humans, he saw people, citizens, getting hurt and running away and scared. And Tai saw that, and he was helpless, not being able to do anything because Agumon wasn't there with him until after the destruction happened, and then Agumon showed up and fought Quagamon and Digivolved. But the reason why there was a Quagamon is that they were affected Digimon. They were being affected by someone, but nobody knows why. But other than that, this was worth the wait, and I cannot wait for part 2. Digimon Adventure tri was a great first part of a movie, movies, but for me it's a series. So it was great. Reunion was a great opener, and I'm wondering where the mystery between the Adventure 2 cast is going, and this mystery behind Alphamon, and the mystery behind that Digimon that's infecting the Digimon, because we saw that because I think it just infected Meikumon, another Digimon that has partnered with another human that just joined up with Tai and the rest, and Alphamon, and what Alphamon's doing, and it just opened all these mysteries. And plus Tai's got these new special goggles, so they explained why Tai's got goggles again. These goggles are made to be able to see the digital world distortions that happen, so how the infected Digimon can pass through the digital world to the human world. So that's pretty much how he got his new goggles, because Davis still has Tai's old goggles, because in the first 5 minutes we see the glimpse of that. But overall, this was a great thing, and it was amazing as hell. I really do recommend this. If you're a Digimon fan, give Tri a watch. It is great. Reunion was a great opener. And comment down below what you liked and didn't like about Adventure Tri's Reunion Part 1 down in the comment sections below. And I'll see you next time for another anime manga chapter review. See ya. Bye bye for now.